Ginu Joseph, Global Group Editor of Modern Plastics TV and Modern Business Network and Modern Plastic Network Germany. Here with me, Mr. Srijal Bhattarai from Media Space, who is the organizer of 5P Nepal and many other exhibitions. Mr. Srijal, tell our viewers about about your company and the exhibition, what you organize, and how do you see those industries?
We are like Media Space Solutions Private Limited. We've been in the industry, our company has been there from 2010, so it's been 14 years now. And the industries that we are doing exhibitions in currently are varying from the consumer electronics to building construction to woodworking. So the major exhibitions that we conduct every year in Nepal are Nepal BuildCon exhibition, which is about building and construction, and concurrent to that we do Nepal Heavy Equipment and Construction Machinery exhibition, Nepal Housing and Infrastructure Development exhibition. After that we have Nepal Wood. Under that comes Nepal MUF, Nepal Furniture exhibition is there. So after that we have Nepal Agritech International exhibition, which is focused into the agriculture industry. Then we have Industrial exhibition that is catering to all the industries that are there. Then we have Nepal 5P, that's a focus show on plastic, printing, packaging, paper and processing industry. And apart from that, what we do is we conduct exhibitions along with other associations of Nepal. Like we have this Nepal Poultry exhibition, wherein the poultry fraternity comes from India and Nepal and does this exhibition once every 2 years. So these are the industries that we are currently catering to in Nepal in terms of conducting exhibitions. And as Ginu Joseph ji had asked, the industry scenario in Nepal is currently rising because just now we've seen a new government being formed. So once the government is stable and the positions in the government, the ministries and the departments are stable, we can see a lot of positive response from that in terms of the growth of the industry, in terms of new industries being set up. So when we talk about the current scenario of Nepalese industry, we see a very bright future wherein the industry is going to grow up and Nepal is being looked after as a very potential market by the international companies, international countries as well. So in the coming years, we believe that these industries will attract a lot of foreign investment, a lot of projects, and the industry is surely going to go up.
Sir, what are the challenges industry face in Nepal? Like we come to know that shortage of raw material because it is a locked country. So what are the challenges industry face?
The major challenges in all the industries that are there in Nepal is, as you said, raw materials, because we are not self-sufficient in producing raw materials for the industries. Another challenge that I see is in terms of the technical advancement, the innovation of new machines, products, because whatever technology is being used worldwide is being tried, tested. That is not produced in Nepal because Nepal is not self-sufficient yet in terms of technology. So we have to depend on other countries and other regions of the world to import technology so that the industry here can grow. So one of the major challenges is that, and I believe that in the coming short future itself, this challenge will somewhat be solved because in some of the sectors, like in woodworking sector, after so many years from last year, we've seen that Nepal has actually began to export the plywood manufactured here. So that means the industry is growing. The technological advancement that the finished product is being accepted in the foreign country means that the technology is being advanced and the production that is being done is up to the international mark. So the challenges are there, but slowly Nepal is fighting its way through it and it is going to get better in the days.
Which all industry is the rising industry currently?
When we talk about the current scenario, we see that all the industries are rising. Some are rising in a very slow manner, but a lot of industries are rising in a very good pace. So for the few years now, we've been supplying power to India. There are handicraft materials and carpets that are being exported to the Europe and the US, which have very good demand for the products. Now I talked about plywood segment wherein we have started exporting it to India. So if the government, if the policies are right, I believe that all the sectors that are being invested in Nepal will be rising and they have a very good future ahead.
Printing, packaging, processing and paper industry, there is lot of changes happened in last few years. The packaging industry has grown so big. How do you show these five industry?
When we talk about the five interrelated industry, I would say like plastic, printing, packaging, paper and processing, they go hand in hand in all the sectors. Like whatever industry we talk about, there is a way or the other requirement of all these 5 items. So the current scenario in terms of the 5 industries that we're talking about in Nepal is advancing ahead now, as we have done a road trip as well to go and meet various companies, various entrepreneurs from the segment, and we have seen a lot of German machines also being used here. A lot of European machines are being used here. So that means that we are trying to match up with the international world in terms of the technology, in terms of the product when it comes to these industries, as these are a very essential industry in terms of the overall development of the economy. So if there is not a good advancement in terms of, say, for example, plastic, printing, packaging segment, all the industries get affected. Like if we talk about pharmaceutical industry, there is requirement for plastic, there is requirement for good packaging, because in those kind of industry where it is directly related to the health, the packaging segment has to be the best possible. So these 5 industries have a very bright future. They are growing very nicely, and Nepal is showing that we are up to the mark when it comes to the standard of the product, the standard of the service being delivered in these industries, and we are actually trying to match the international standard and produce such materials that are there internationally in Nepal itself.
Thank you so much for joining Modern Plastics TV and Modern Business Network. We wish you all the best, and I'm sure that it's going to grow in a bigger way. Thank you so much.